but it's an honor to have you all here, and this is like a welcome back for a lot of people, because we used to do this on a monthly basis, but we took a couple months off during the summer and kind of the fall as well. So we're gonna re-energize this group again and bring this thing forward. Let me tell you a little bit about the Greater Brockton Minority Business Association. This is something that was born out of this association some 3 years ago. We got, during COVID, there was some funding that became available through the federal government to start encouraging business participation in the sense. One of the things that we told the federal government that we were going to do is because when you sit down and think about it, Brockton is the only majority black city in New England. The only one. There's not, we're the only one, you know. But we have a great chamber, and you'll hear from Chris in a few minutes, who's the president, the CEO and president of the chamber here in the city of Brockton. But the minority businesses, in the sense, we found out through COVID how disorganized some of our businesses were. There was some funding that became available to help small businesses. Our folks couldn't take advantage of it because people were running their businesses in their own Social Security. They didn't know what a business plan was. They didn't know, they were not up to date on their taxes and filing it, properly, and that's what the federal government asks you for. So one of the things that we proposed to the federal government is that we're going to create this organization to bring our folks together. And we created the Greater Brockton Minority Business Association, which is an organization that has a Haitian president, a Cape Verdean vice president, a Latino treasurer, and an African American secretary. So it doesn't get more of a UN than that group. But we basically created it here and then basically let it walk on its own, because the idea was for us to create it, not own it, let it be owned by the community. So we have probably around 156, when I last checked, businesses that were affiliated with this group. Not all of them show up at the meetings at the same time, but a great number show up here and there, here and there, here and there. We have been able to get, some grants from the city into this group. We have been able to get some grants from the state into this group. The idea is, again, for us to continue to, if we get some resources, for us to put it aside and help the small businesses, because you guys are the heart and souls of the community. Without you, we are nothing. We cannot continue to stress onto the residents to pay taxes to keep the city afloat. We need the small businesses. We're not increasing your taxes, but we need the small businesses to grow so we have more small businesses to help us pay more commercial taxes to help our city out. And that's what our goal is to basically, throughout the campaign, I made it 2 points that we were going to work on improving the quality of life of our residents and grow our commercial tax base. That's it. Not a lot of these promises of a new space shuttle landing in the middle of the city, but focus on 2 things: the quality of life of our folks and grow our small businesses in our commercial tax bases. And that's what we're going to do, and that's why I told both Yves, who has a camera there, by the way, he's the president of the Greater Brockton Minority Business Association. Gigi is the vice president. So that's one of the reasons why I told them that we need to bring this group back, as we move into the mayor's office, because my intent is to go out and seek out resources to help my small businesses as well. To work with whatever we get. I know the state is actually going to bring back that BIZ grant.
Oh, yeah?
TDI.
The TDI is coming back, so there's all these great opportunities, and you'll hear from Chris in a minute, but there's all these great opportunities that you guys need to take advantage of. There's plenty in this state, and often it kind of saddens the hell out of me because our people do not come to the plate to take advantage of what's offered out there. You got great resources. All of you guys should be working with it used to be called SAMBA, but it's not SAMBA anymore. It's the Diversity Supply, which this organization is as well. You should all register on that. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. A lot of these things are free, and it's offered for you. Women in construction. I don't think there's more than 5 or 6 in the entire state. And there's monies that the state has to put aside for people like you.
So I actually won a grant with the city of Boston of $200K. And 6 months of dealing with 2 separate coaches to help me scale up my business. So yes, that's just.
Yeah, believe it or not, the state, because of the supply thing, has to put away 10% of its entire state contract for minorities, women business, blah, 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 blah. But you gotta sign up to,
Right, you have to be certified.
you have to be certified through them in order to do that. And our intent is to make sure you guys get all that information to be able to do that, so that you can grow your business. Because when your business grows, we grow as a city. You know, you'll be able to hire more people to work with you, and that benefits us drastically. You know, anytime you guys are growing and making a ton of money, come on in. Anytime you guys are growing, making a ton of money, the better it is for all of us. You know, and that's why we wanted to make sure that we start with these meetings again. I don't know what we're gonna do next month, because I think it's gonna be right around Christmas, right?
Yes, Christmas.
So we might have to take Christmas off and then come back right after the New Year.
Yeah.
Because we usually meet on the 3rd Sunday of every month, around 5 o'clock. I know it's kind of difficult for some people to come, but we found out that this is probably the better of the days that people can actually come. I know some here, stylists and barbershops might be a little tough, but the rest of the folks that are, you know, in the other businesses, usually they're off on Saturdays or Sundays, the constructions or whatever. This is probably the better of the day. The intent perhaps is once in a while throw in a weeknight type of thing, so that we're not doing it all on weekends. But the idea is to bring people back, bring the resources in, let you know what the resources are available out there, so you can go after some of these free services that are offered. I know people in business don't like the word free, but it's good. You know, it's a good word, you know, when you're getting those benefits. So when the states, and I know that they're looking into reinvesting in small businesses again, that's what the governor talks about all the time. So there's a talk out there of putting some real resources behind small business development, some of these other things, and we're gonna go after it big time as far as the city is concerned. Because again, when we help you, you help us. So that's what we're gonna do. One of the goals that we have in city government, we're gonna create a business advisory council for city government, which we've never had before, directly associated with the mayor's office and the city councilors and the school committee people.
Every day, school buses safely transport our children, but only if drivers follow the law. Flashing lights and a stop sign on a bus mean you must stop. Passing a school bus in this situation isn't just illegal, it's dangerous. Children's lives are at risk when drivers ignore this signal. Protect them by stopping, no exceptions. Failure to stop has serious consequences. Do your part for safety and your community. Flashing red lights on a school bus mean you must stop immediately. It's the law. It's about safety. It's about lives. We've all been there, running late, feeling the pressure, but at what cost? Speeding contributes to nearly 1/3 of all fatal car crashes. Every 10 miles per hour over the speed limit doubles your risk of a fatal crash. Speeding isn't just risky, it's deadly. It reduces your reaction time and magnifies the impact of every collision. Families are forever changed by one bad decision. One moment of speeding can mean a lifetime of regret. The faster you go, the longer it takes to stop. At high speeds, every second counts and can cost lives. Respecting speed limits saves time, money, and lives. Reckless speeding can cost you tickets, insurance hikes, jail time, or worse. Speeding doesn't just endanger you, it endangers everyone around you. Speed limits aren't a suggestion, they save lives, yours and others. Slow down. Arrive alive.
That text can wait. That call isn't worth a life. In the United States, distracted driving leads to over 3,000 deaths and approximately 424,000 injuries each year. Looking at your phone for just 5 seconds at 55 miles per hour is like driving the length of a football field, blindfolded. Is that text worth never making it home? Put the phone down. Focus on the road. Lives depend on it. Drive safe. Arrive alive.